We're out here on the golf course at Rockville Links Club with Luke Knutson, the golf course superintendent, and particularly on the outskirts of the club here, Luke. It's in one phase of development. One of the things we're talking about in this video series is the multiple things that you've enacted out here that we want to be able to tell guys are possible and how to do it. Tell me what this process is like, what's involved in making it successful.
Yeah. Well, what started out with this area is we cleared out some trees, and there's also some neighbors clearing out some trees. So that made us kind of reassess, and we had good luck, and the members really liked the wildflower areas that we established, so they wanted another one established here.
Right.
So this is really year one, like you said. We started in the fall, and most of it was done this spring. We've had best luck planting the flowers and, kind of a dormant app with the seeds.
Okay, good. So let's talk about this. So we see a couple of trees put in here.
Yep.
You've actually done some tree removal here.
Yes.
Right, to clear this landscape, and then put some other trees back in, trees that you carefully selected.
Yes, more of a native planting, stuff that flowers different points of the year.
Exactly right.
This area is supposed to be for aesthetics for our membership, so we're trying to find different flowering points and different trees, and also trying to keep up with the natives and that idea with it.
So season-long interest for them to look at, but also has that rhythm that the pollinators need, that when things are flowering, different pollinators are around, they're going to attract things differently. Now, let's talk about the sort of progression of this, because we're looking at year one. So you come in the fall, you take out the material, this particular site, and then you seed it in the spring. And so you've done that. I see some plants coming up, but somehow you are of the opinion that doing it later is better. Tell us, you figured it out from actually trying it at different times to see which works better?
It's what we were recommended to try, was to actually put down the seed in November, December, and then also come out again in the spring with an app. And we put different blends from different places, so we try to mix it in. So we'll cut this down and do some slice seeding again this fall, and then we'll do some more next spring also.
Okay. So you're managing this differently. You'll come in and let it grow for a while, and then come in and mow it at the right time, and then come in and put the seeds at the right time, because any disturbance could easily result in weed invasion as well, right? That's that constant balance, because I think we were saying it's been a dry year. We're going to look at one of your dry landscapes out here that's showing what it gets sometimes. How have you sort of worked this through with the membership relative to when it sort of doesn't look exactly the way you want it to look?
I think they've kind of understand this is the second area. After the first area, we had such a good catch, and they were surprised how it looked instead of just being, high rough out in that area. They liked the splash of color that was in it. Right. And over time, it's converted more and more to flowers when that was more of kind of a fescue area. Right. This area more was kind of dirt from all the trees that we planted flowers, so it's a little bit more of a curve, but they know what it's going to look like.
And it seems like a really great buffer with the houses in the background, beautiful houses here on Long Island that they'll probably enjoy being a good neighbor next to some of these pollinators as well. So when you're managing the landscape, it seems really clear to me that there's a progression for how this is going to look. Let's wander over to the landscape that's been there a few years now, and it's a pretty dry year, so it may not be as beautiful as even some of this looks, but getting to that other area more mature is what it's going to look like in the long run.